Let's begin with a fundamental definition that will follow you throughout your professional career. A project is a temporary mission undertaken to create a unique result within fixed constraints. Temporary means this work has a clear beginning and a clear end. Unlike routine operations, like running a concrete plant or maintaining a highway, projects are one-time efforts. Once completed, they stop. Unique means no two projects are ever identical. Even if you build the same type of structure twice, the site conditions, stakeholders, labor availability, regulations, and risks will always be different. Now look at the 5 interconnected elements shown here. Scope, what exactly we are delivering. Time, when it must be completed. Cost, how much money is available. Quality, the standards we must meet. Resources, people, materials, and equipment. These 5 elements are interdependent. Change one, and the others are affected. The core responsibility of a construction manager is balancing these constraints, not optimizing just one of them. Every construction project follows a distinct life cycle, from concept to completion. In Phase 1, concept analysis, the project is still an idea. At this stage, changes are cheap and flexibility is high. In Phase 2, planning and procurement, we commit to decisions, designs, budgets, contracts. Flexibility starts decreasing. Phase 3, execution, is where construction happens. At this point, changes are expensive, disruptive, and risky. Finally, Phase 4, commissioning and closeout, ensures the facility works as intended and is formally handed over. Notice the curves at the bottom. Early in the project, stakeholders have maximum ability to influence outcomes. Later, risk and uncertainty peak, but control drops. This is why early-stage planning is not paperwork. It is the single biggest opportunity to prevent failure. This slide breaks the life cycle into structured management processes. During concept analysis, we ask, is this project technically feasible? Is it economically viable? Does it make strategic sense? In the planning phase, we lock in drawings and specifications, time schedules, budgets, procurement strategies, risk responses. During construction and control, the focus shifts to mobilization, contract administration, performance monitoring, cost and schedule control, earned value tracking. Finally, closing is not just paperwork. It includes final payments, as-built drawings, handover, lessons learned. Projects don't fail suddenly. They fail when these processes are skipped, rushed, or poorly executed. This slide delivers an uncomfortable truth. Despite decades of technology, data, and software, construction predictability has not improved. According to recent global data, 98% of projects exceed budget or schedule. Typical cost overruns are 20 to 30%. Average schedule extensions reach 73%. These are not rare events. They are statistically normal. As future construction managers, your job is not to hope your project will be different, but to plan assuming it won't be. This chart reinforces just how extreme the problem is. Only 2% of projects finish fully on target. That means 98 out of 100 projects fail to meet original commitments. Even optimistic assessments show that barely half of projects stay within budget, and that's in best-case scenarios. This is why professional construction management exists. If success were automatic, your profession wouldn't be needed. This slide introduces what many professionals now accept as reality. A 30% cost premium has become the new baseline, not the exception. Even when extreme failures are removed, the median project still experiences major escalation. As a manager, you must recognize uncertainty, price risk realistically, communicate honestly with owners. Underestimating does not make a project cheaper. It only delays the reckoning. Here we see a critical insight. Larger projects do not benefit from economies of scale when it comes to risk. As project size and complexity increase, budget overruns approach 30%. Schedule overruns approach 40%. Complexity compounds uncertainty. More interfaces, more stakeholders, more regulations, more failure points. This is why megaprojects require exceptional governance and leadership, not just bigger teams. Time overruns are now more common than cost overruns. Globally, 70% of projects are delayed. In North America, 98% are delayed. Schedule slips quietly destroy value. Extended overhead, escalation claims, lost revenue. A late project is almost always an expensive project. This slide visualizes what delay actually means. A 73% extension on a 3-year project adds more than 2 years. That completely alters financing costs, ROI, public trust, political support. Schedule realism is not pessimism. It is professionalism. This slide introduces an important distinction. Overruns are not random. Projects with strong oversight, independent review, clear accountability show significantly lower escalation, around 25% instead of 40 to 70%. Governance matters more than optimism. Despite modern tools, overruns are not less frequent than in the past. In fact, more projects overrun today. The magnitude is not decreased. Time overruns have worsened. Technology supports management. It does not replace judgment. This slide delivers a core lesson. Optimism is not a strategy. The modern baseline assumption must be, failure probability is high. Penalties are severe. Buffers and governance are mandatory. Top-tier performance now means being in the top 2%. Most failures trace back to 3 causes: flawed formulation, bad assumptions, weak feasibility; breakdown in execution, poor planning, weak control; leadership vacuum, unclear authority, poor communication. Notice that technology is not listed here. People and decisions dominate outcomes. Construction project management exists because general management is insufficient. Unlike factories, construction projects are temporary, unique, weather-exposed, labor-intensive, high risk. This discipline exists to integrate time, cost, quality, and risk under uncertainty. This pyramid shows how control flows from site operations to the executive level. Operational control manages productivity. Administrative control tracks cost and status. Directional control aligns schedule and priorities. Strategic control ensures profitability. Weakness at any level destabilizes the entire system. The project manager is the central integrator. They act simultaneously as strategist, commander, communicator, negotiator, leader. Responsibility cannot be delegated, only tasks can. A successful project manager must master technical knowledge, planning and control, leadership and communication, risk management, decision-making under uncertainty. This is why experience matters, and why your education is only the beginning. We conclude with the most important message. Processes do not deliver projects. People do. Leadership means seeing the whole system, motivating teams, communicating clearly, enabling others to succeed. In construction, leadership is the difference between a plan and a result.